Let me share my VS Code. All right. Yeah. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. We can see you.
Please. Okay. Task one. I think my task is line changing script. They say write a script that changes specific line in a file using bash script.
Okay.
So starting with the normal shebang, and then the first thing is define the file you want to modify. So file name equals to I name it text.txt. Then define the line number you want to change. So I define the line number as number 2. Define the new content for the line. So now anything I wish to change in the file. I did not create any file, so I just said the new content for the line 2 for line 2. Then check if the file exists. So if into bracket dash e, but I think it's supposed to be dash f. Sorry. Anyway, the boss is there. If I'm wrong, he will correct.
Hey,
So dash f
I'm not actually there to. If
dollar t.
okay, wait. Does the script work? Have you tested the script?
No, I didn't really test it, but
Yeah. So this is the part where you guys like this are on your own, right? So if the script doesn't work, then you need to figure out exactly what is wrong with the script, right? Well, yeah. Continue with the
okay,
explanation. Let's see.
okay, okay. Now check if the file exists. So dash f, that's it actually dash f actually check if a file exists. So dollar txt dollar text.txt, and then if it does exist, it say use the set command to replace the specified line with the new content. So the set command is actually the command that changes a particular line in a file, or does the editing in a particular file. So set dash I. Um, at this juncture, I forgot to actually check what is dash I. So sorry, just permit my whatever. Then dollar line underscore number or numbers, because it can be many numbers with separated by commas, like on the line number here on line 8 can be many numbers. So that's why the numbers is in either plural. That's why this S is here. Then dollar new line content, and then dollar text.txt. That's what will be changed. Then equal, that's to print it out on the terminal. Line, dollar line number in dollar t text.txt has been changed to, then the new content will show. Then echo else. If you did not do that, it will echo that the file did not exist. That means right here where the check was done. If the file does not exist, this is what it will echo. So I don't know if if I'm right. Hello, sir.
Yeah, you can run it. In this
Yeah,
class, I'm basically like the student. Yeah, I'm basically teaching everybody what you did, right? So you can run it. Let's see if it work.
yeah, but I've not, no, I've not actually run it, except if we will do another class where I will run it. Please,
Okay,
I did not run it.
okay, just test it out. Let's see.
No problem. I will. Okay, are you saying right now?
Yeah. There's nothing to be. Just test it out. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, there are many other ones I tried out here, so let me just comment them out.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just comment them out and then try to run it and see. What's this one again? Okay, let me get the terminal now. ls. Oh, okay. Okay, so chmod plus x td script dot sh ls again. Uh, so dot slash td script sh. Uh, yeah, it does exist. Td script dot sh. It's not agreeing to become executable, so I don't really know why it's not changing the color.
Okay, let me see. Try to use or expand the terminal,
Yeah, I
please.
see chmod.
Yeah,
Huh?
try to
Yeah, that's
expand.
the terminal. I'm showing the terminal.
Yeah, try to expand it. Like, which double it. Yeah. So you said ch modules.
Yes. I expected that the color will change when I make it executable, but it's not, the color did not change right now. And so when I try to run it, it say file.txt does not exist.
And it's definitely from your script then, right? So let's look at the script again.
Oh, God. Okay. Okay, maybe because they.
Okay, so the first problem, right, is the what was it called? Is it the variable? Yeah, the variable you created is called file name, right? And you are basically trying to give it a constant of text.txt, right? And you also wrote the line number, right, which is equals to 2, and new underscore line underscore content, right? So now we are trying to
Yeah.
say in the condition you are given, in the if statement you are given, you're saying if text.txt file, right, is present, then it should basically run the command below. But there is basically no
Okay,
text.txt file.
maybe it's the name.
Yeah, you will need to change
I,
the
I
name.
think I think I got it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I got it. I think I know I understand the reason. Yeah. This does not exist actually. So let me just change it.
Okay, that's exactly where the problem is, right? The variable you are calling is not a variable, right? You are calling the value of the variable. So where you posted that script .sh, you have to delete it and put the file name there, right? Because that's the variable you stored that script inside.
Yes. Okay, but like now where I don't have any line number inside, will it still run?
We have to just try it first, right? But you are still making a mistake, right? The file name is a
Okay.
variable.
Well,
Are you getting what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's the first variable you declared is file name, right? And the value inside is what is beside it, right? Now in the if statement, you are saying if the value inside, bash script does not know what value is inside it, right? That value cannot be tracked. So you basically need to just delete the teddyscript.sh, right? And type in file name there.
Okay. What of the online 6?
That is one. Leave it exactly the way it is. Change the if statement, the condition that is there.
Okay, I should just put file.
File name, because
File
that's the name
name.
of the variable. Yes.
Okay. 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 Is there any challenge again?
Try to run it, let's see.
Okay. Aha, it has actually changed the color right now. Uh, Set can read .txt. No such file or directory. Line 2 in text has been changed to the new content for line 2. Okay, that means I need to actually write some text inside. Hello, sir. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see the script. So you can basically just figure out what the issue is, right? It's saying that
Yes, I've figured it out.
yeah,
That means the it's telling me that the file is empty,
it's saying that the file doesn't exist.
right?
That's basically the file you're trying to work on, right? It's saying it doesn't exist. That's basically what it's saying, right? SAD can't read .txt. No such file or directory.
Yeah, but I think we've changed it to Okay, I still left text.txt in some places. That's the problem, I think so. Have you? Yeah. Will this one be file name? See. So can you see it now?
You can check the file. Hmm. I'm like just
Yeah,
sitting
there's no
here.
error now.
Yeah, open the file and check it out.
Yeah, there's no. Hello, sir.
Yeah, open the file and check it. The file you created.
Okay, no, it is empty. I did not put anything inside.
Okay.
So either I do nano VI to now create something line one, line two, or something, and then
Yeah, exactly. You needed to, the file needs to have some content in it, right? And before you can
yes,
change the particular line.
yes. But what is showing actually right now is that there is no error has been changed, and it's actually saying that line two in the teddyscript.sh has been changed to the new content line in on line two.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so is that everything?
Yeah, that's pretty everything. Is just to show that I can change to edit a particular, because my question is here,
Okay.
line changing script.
Okay,
Write
so
a script that changes a specific. Yes.
does anybody have question regarding the project here? Maybe you want to ask about a certain line of code that you don't really understand. Okay, so
Sorry, I wasn't really following the beginning. What is this script supposed to do?
Which script? This
Your
one?
script. Yes.
Yeah. That okay. Let me read the question to you. Line changing script. That means when you have a particular script and you see it has numbering, so maybe uh, um, there's a content you want to change. Maybe let's assume maybe line 10 or line 20 or whichever line, because you have the raw file here, and then you just want to go inside it and change a particular thing. So what the script will do is that it will, I'm writing a script that changes a specific line in a file using bash script.
Okay, so it changes any script that you point it at. Any line in any
Yes.
script that you point it at.
Yeah, yeah, any line that you point it at. That's why I'm using line 2. It can be line 10, it can be line 100, it can be line 1000, as the case may be.
Okay. Okay.
okay, so just to give some clarification, the script you wrote, right, is a script that helps. change a particular line with an exact word, right? It doesn't really have to be the number, right? It just changes a particular word in a particular file, right? So, for instance, a if you have a file, right? Like for instance, what we did in the exam, where we changed the database of Laravel.env file, right? And we changed the database username, database password. That's just exactly what you are doing here. Right? So it doesn't really have to be a particular line. You just have to match the same words of the line you want to change, right? So what you can do is basically you can get an existing file, right, and put a lot of content in that particular file, right? Then you can now pick a word, right, in that file. You can pick a word, and you can now place the word where you place this line underscore number, right? You can store it as a value there, right?
Mm.
And you can use that value to basically change a particular line in it, right? So what you did, this said dash I, can you explain it like a little bit better? Let's see. What basically does it do?
uh, yeah, I know the set is the one that is the command that actually does the editing to change the either the value or the words you want to change in the file.
Okay, just explain the line. That's whole line of the said. Explain everything there. Let's see.
Hey, me too. I also have a question there, but then just as it is, honestly, before this time, I forgot to actually change what that to look into what dash I means. I don't know if you can help me with that dash I.
Okay, so set dash I basically is a Linux, let's say command or whatever, right? And it basically helps you change a
Yeah,
particular
yeah.
line, right? In whatever file you want to change it, right? And I guess that's just basically it. Yeah. And while changing the line, there is even like a mistake, right? In your line, in the line, the slash bracket.
Yes, this please. I wanted to ask a question here.
Yeah.
The meaning of this, yeah.
Okay, so basically it is basically wrong. I get what I'm saying. There is not supposed to be anything the between the slash, right? So there's basically supposed to be a slash at the front of the first word you want to change and at the back of the first word you want to change. Then there's not supposed to be another slash at the front of the second word you want to replace and at the back of the second word you want to replace.
Okay,
Then
so that means I can just pretty remove this one like this, right?
yeah, and then at the end you
Okay,
have,
but will there be a space? Will there be a space in between the slashes?
well, you can basically try it that way. You can try it that way.
Okay, okay.
Then at the end you have the file name, right, which tells Linux that that's the name of the file you want to make changes to.
Okay.
Okay. So since you have done yours, let's let's see if there's any other person that has done their project that's on this call.
Me, I did not do my own. I did another number.
How come? I thought
My
everybody was
own,
supposed to pick
my
a number.
my own was a bit challenging because I couldn't get complete understanding. So I decided to try something else.
Okay, so what was your own about?
I did number 17.
No, I'm actually number 10.
Okay, what was it about? What was the task about?
Prompt for confirmation. Create a script that asks for user confirmation before executing.
Okay, and you went throughout
So
the whole Google and you didn't find a solution to it.
I saw solutions, but I did not understand the solutions. That's the problem. So I cannot tell you that I did it because I did
Okay,
not. I saw scripts that they said had solved the problem, but I did not understand it.
so there wasn't like any blog you saw that explained it. Did you try ChatGPT?
I tried ChatGPT as well. I took its scripts, but I couldn't understand. That's the problem. I couldn't understand. Like, let's say if you look at the task you gave in number 11, once you see a script that solves that problem, you can already like explain it out and say, okay, this is what the script does. But for number 10, I couldn't understand what he did and how he did it, basically.
Okay. Um, have you basically gone through bash scripting and everything?
Not thoroughly, no.
Okay. So what I'll basically advise you to do is you should just try to really focus on the number 10 tasks that I gave you, right? Because the main reason why I gave this task is not because of either you should understand it or not, right? The most important thing is just for you to go and research about it. I get what I'm saying. Research about it. There's no how that you will not see an explanation of it because I research a lot about tax and every other thing, right? So you will surely see somebody that explains certain things about it, right? You can take the explanation and break it down even more, right? Research about other certain things you don't understand. Because the most important thing about cloud engineering is for you to be able to go out there and research by yourself, right? And if you basically don't have that skill, then you just be like left standing. Right? So one advice is for you to just really focus on the number 10 and um, work on it. Maybe in our next class, right? We can now look into it.
All right.
Okay. Is there any other
But I did
person?
attempt number 11 because it's like what we've been doing every day, basically.
Okay. So let's just leave number 11 for the person that chose number 11. Right? Is there any other person that has done their number?
Yes. Yes, I attempted number 17.
Okay.
Yes, I attempted number 16.
Okay, so have you tried this your have you tried the script out?
Yes,
Yes.
I did.
Okay, Caleb, you can stop sharing your screen and let someone else share so that we can see what.
So can I share my screen now?
Yeah, yeah. Praise, you wanted to say something.
Yes, I wanted to confirm if I can share my screen now. That's what I was.
Yeah, I don't even know who is sharing next.
I think my
Yeah.
other colleague has said that he wants to share this colleague
Okay,
this.
let Janet go first now.
Yeah. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
try to zoom in a little bit.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. My question is check external IP address. Fetch and display the external IP address of the system. So in my explanation here, I try to explain what an external IP address is. That
Okay,
it is a
sorry,
unique
sorry. Can you zoom in, please? Control plus.
control.
Control plus.
Control plus. Your writing is too tiny.
Yeah, is it better now?
Okay, you can zoom in a little bit. Okay, it's good.
Inside your VS Code, click your file so that yeah, I think it's more better now. Click Control Z so that it will wrap everything. Alt Z so that it will wrap everything. It will not be cutting to the right hand side. Alt Z. It helps wrap everything up so that it will not be,
So I try to explain what an external IP address is. That is a unique identification assigned to a device by an internet service provider when it connects to the internet. And this IP address allows the device to communicate with other devices on the internet, enabling it to send and receive data from other devices. So, and this can be examples of how this IP address can be used. We use it in accessing website, remote desktop, file sharing, and gaming. So, in this case now, what I now did is to use try to find the IP address of the window. I use the command prompt cmd. So let me go to my bash script now and run the script. So I'm looking for the IP address now. So I need to now to connect to the IP address so that you can have access to the system. How to use IP config.
Okay, can you zoom in on your terminal?
can we see the content? Can we
Okay.
see the
Oh,
content of your bash script?
all right.
Can we see the content of your bash script?
Can you see it now? I've zoomed it up. It's in full screen now.
Yeah, control plus two.
Yes, but can we see the content of your bash script?
Are you seeing that?
Is that the bash script?
No, I want to run it on my git bash, the command I use for the IP address.
Yeah, but sorry. The reason why I'm asking this is there no the code that you wrote that is supposed to be run? Is
Yeah,
this the
that's the code
code that will run?
that's the code I'm running now on my git bash. I'm using git bash. So just follow the code. So can you see this now? So with this now, based on my assignment number 9, mine was assignment number 9, which is fetch the external IP address, say check external IP address, fetch and display the external IP address of the system. So when I run this IP config, so it was able to run, and then you can see the external IP address. If you check here, you can see the local link IPv6 address, which is this. you can see the IP address, which is 196.168.0.3. You can see the subnet mask, which is 255.255, and then the default gateway, because this will allow you to the IP address to have access to the default gateway, which is also shown here. 192.168.0.01. So I think this is what my task was all about. I don't know, Master, if there's any suggestions on this. I don't know if I did the right thing.
Okay, that's just basically it. Check external IP address, fetch and display the external IP address of the system. Yeah, that was just basically it, right? But you would have done it in a bash script, right? You would have written the command in the bash
Mhm.
script and you would have like added
Yes, that was
kind
what
of
I was actually asking.
some kind of if statement or something like that.
Okay, okay. I think I will do that. I'll work
Okay,
on that.
okay.
All right, thank you.
Does anybody have any question based on the IP address?
Yeah, my question is that why is it showing different IP address and subnet?
Because one, the question said I should check external IP address and then fetch and display external IP address of the system. So in this case now, you need to find a root IP address on the window, the system you are using, and then using that command cmd, and then when you do IP config now, it will now allow the device to communicate with other devices on the internet, thereby enabling it to send and receive data from other devices. So that's why it was able to show other subnet here.
Okay.
If there is any other question, oh, that is all.
Yeah, my mine is not actually a question, and I think you've already made it clear to him. It's
Okay, the
you,
if
you are
statement and
not
all
the
that. Okay,
one.
I will do that.
Yes, just
Mm,
creating a bash script that when you run it on the terminal, it will run
mm.
and show us those IP addresses, not you
I will
going
do
to the
that.
terminal. So, yeah, I think
Okay,
we'll expect that next time.
no problem. I will improve on that.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Well done.
Okay, so who's next? Praise, you said you wanted to share your screen.
Okay, let me go first.
Okay, what number is the task?
That's 17.
Okay,
So that's just to confirm if you can see my screen.
yeah,
So please confirm if you can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay, I used the terminal. I didn't use VS Code. My question is a conditional statement, and to use an if statement to check if a variable is greater than a certain number, at a certain value. Oh, sorry, I think I made a mistake in repeating the numbers.
Please, what
So
question number? Question number.
number 17, number 17,
Number.
number 17.
Okay, 17.
So number 17, use an if statement to check if a variable is greater than a certain value. So what I did is to echo to enter a number, and that number is an x, and use an if statement to see if the if statement, if x is greater than 10, and then it should tell us if the number is greater than x. Otherwise, or s, it should tell us that the number is less than x. So that's basically the bash scripting. Then if you want to run it, so to run it now, that's bash statements.sh. If we enter a number that's less than 10, maybe we enter any number, 7, for example. It will tell us that 7 is less than x. If we try a number that is higher, statement.sh. If we try 11, for example, 11 is greater than x because we've put that number as x greater than 10. So basically, that's what I did.
So basically, what did you understand from this task we were given?
So the task is just to, as the topic says, is a conditional statement. If an event is going to happen, what will be the implication? And if the event does not happen that way, what will also be the implication? So, for example, in this case now, if the number that we choose, that is that certain number, is an x, so and we're giving that variable x10. So if that particular number, if there's another number that is greater than that number, let that conditional statement give us what it will be using batch scripting. And that's what we did. So if x is 10, for example, so if we put 7, if we enter 7, what will be the outcome? Outcome will show that the number is less than x because we have given a variable x10. And so that's just what we just used a simple scripting to quickly do or to wrap together.
Okay. So can you give like a scenario where this kind of conditional statements will be used in file management in Linux?
In file management, right?
Yeah.
That one I level.
Okay. You have tried, Sha. This is actually very good. Yeah. Does anybody have any question?
No. Anyway, I was actually thinking the inside the entire bash script, the numbers to check will be inside the bash script. But anyway, I think I understand. It's a file that will prompt you to actually put a number to find out if it's greater or less than. I think it's great.
Thank you.
Okay. So
Another comment?
does anybody have any other things to say, or you want to ask any other question?
Yes, I've done mine too.
Okay. So
Hello.
Praise, you can stop sharing your screen, and the next person that has done their can just share their screen.
Hello, can you see my screen?
Yeah. What number was your task?
Number 18.
Okay.
Okay. So my
Can you
question,
zoom out? Zoom out, please.
is it okay?
Yeah.
So
It's
the
okay.
question is for me to use for loop to iterate to a list of items and print each item. So starting from so I created a variable named project, and I passed in an argument, as you can see, $1. Then going on, I used this check block to check if uh, the argument is being passed when running the script. So if not, it's going to prompt argument missing and it's going to exit the script. That means it will not print the script any longer. Then I try to use the for loop in a function. That means I want it to be reusable. So I put the for loop in a function. So the function is list items. So the for loop is here saying for line in or for line in what's it called this. I hope everyone understand this, or what's it called, these dollar card projects. If you want the result of a command to be I would like put it, but I want to cut this my variable, which is projects. That means I want to list it out. Then I'm using this for loop to treat through the projects. Then echo line means each line will be printed. So let me, and then afterwards I call the function here, call the function to list the item. So let me run it to see. So this is me running the file. The name of the file is iteration.sh, and the file I prepared, which I put some list of projects, is projects.txt. So I'm running the file now. So this is the result of the file.
Let's go back to the nano again. Let's illustrate.
Okay, I'm coming. Yeah, it is.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, sorry, is there a place where you listed out the item that your execution brought out?
Okay. Yes, there is. Let me show you. So this is the file. I pass in this project.txt. I pass it into that script as an argument. Do you understand?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So these are the files. So if you have seen this, let me just exit this. I could have done it like this. Yeah, instead of passing it as an argument here, I could have listed an array. So my project here will be an array. Instead of passing it as an argument, I could have been 1 to like 100. Then here I'll put my project here. It's still going to give me the same thing.
Please just omit your
Do you understand what
microphone.
I'm trying to explain?
Sorry, I'm raising up my hand. I don't know if I can talk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just speak.
Sorry, I'm trying to understand the question versus the answer. It's like I'm not seeing the looping there.
is here. The looping. Check, see this function. Can you see this function? Yeah.
And the execution is what is what I'm not seeing what is looped. As in, I'm not seeing the looping from the answer.
That's what I'm telling you. I want this looping to be reusable. So I put it in a
Okay.
function which is list items. This is the loop here. For line in this code, in this command, do this. That means for each line it's going to echo from each line of the file in project.txt is going to echo each line. I could have used mission here. Let me change this. Let me change this. Come in. I
Sorry,
could have
maybe you remind us what loop is again. Maybe that will help.
okay. If you loop means continuous something in cycle after something that loop means cycle. Do you understand? Going after things all over, all over, all over. You are looping things iteration. That's iteration. Do you understand? So
Hmm.
let me just can I just do a demo for you guys
Sure, sure,
instead
keep
of
going.
okay. Let me comment.
Just
Coming.
explain.
Okay, the thing is for loop. I want to use it to iterate the file which I call project.txt. Do you understand? The content of the file
Mm.
project.txt. So I'm using the for loop here for line this in this file. Do this. That means echo that line. That means let's say the first line is let's say 1 to 100, right? So this for loop will iterate to the file 1 is equal to line. At that point in time, 1 is equal to line is going to echo 1 out. Then move to the second one, which is 2. At that point in time, 2 is equal to line is going to echo 2. Then as time goes on, eventually you get to 100, and 100 at that point in time 100 is equal to the line, so it's going to echo that 100. Do you guys understand?
Okay.
Mm.
I feel the best way that everybody can get it right is to just write out the list in an array, like you mentioned, right? So that you can actually see what is being, because like this, it just looks like magic, honestly, because you're just inserting an argument, right? And it's printing out a list of different things. So just like
Yeah, but
create,
he has showed us the array. He has showed us the file
This
that contains the array.
can you see this is the file I'm passing as an argument.
okay,
I
Yes,
could have
which I actually agree with you. Yeah.
okay. So does any other person have any other question?
Okay, so my point is that I was thinking looping would be more of iteration. So if you if you execute the argument, it brings it brings it brings an it brings a particular thing, and it keeps bringing it until maybe a function that
Yeah,
says
but
it should stop.
has he run the file?
Okay,
okay.
so
Yes, now
basically,
you run the file now.
Praise. There are
Hello,
basically
Eh?
there are different kind of loops.
Have you run the file?
yes, let me run the file
Yes, you
for
have
you.
run it. That's why you got then the other one. Sorry, why you are running the file too?
Okay, run it. Let me see.
My other question is actually on
Okay. So it's
your
good
first
now.
scripting.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah, what's your question?
So the first script
Okay.
that shows error. I was thinking you also test that with us so that we can see the
What is it?
error argument. As on the first side of your script,
Okay.
you can hear it again. Yeah, yeah.
Do you mean this? Are you
No.
talking
Yes, the
about
kind of
this?
first,
Yeah, this
This
one.
if block,
that first
right?
argument that shows error. Yes, argument missing. So maybe
Okay, let me run
you
it
also
for you
test that
guys.
you can. Yeah, yeah.
So it's
So the thing
showing
is,
you that if it did not work,
if I didn't pass an argument into this is what it's going to be. Let me show you guys.
it will show you error.
Now I will not pass an argument. Can you see?
You commented it out, right?
No, I didn't comment it out. I didn't pass an argument into why running the file. I didn't pass an argument. Can you see is empty?
Okay, okay, I understand. I understand.
Yes,
I understand.
But
that's good.
with this there is a loophole there. Because what if I pass an argument that is not correct or is not a readable file? I think that's the point I'm still working on. I'm still trying to
Yeah,
improve.
but I'm coming. Let me also say something. Maybe
Okay.
because when you run your file, I'm coming. I hope you're listening. Maybe
Yes, I'm
maybe because when you run your file, both the cron tab, the front end, all of them just appear at once. Maybe if you put sleep for 2 seconds so that it will cron tab will appear and then give maybe 2 seconds and then front end will appear. Maybe maybe we would have enjoyed it more. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
yeah, I understand.
So that we will see them writing out, not that it just coming at once and they just fall down back at once.
So I
Maybe
don't know if I'm
that's
to
why.
S in this sleep. Does it matter S?
No, I don't think so. Me, I'm just saying my own. It's just my
Is okay.
observation. It's not a must.
Yeah,
Mm,
thank you.
yeah.
Okay, so
So it's coming. Can you guys see it now? The iteration is going on.
Good. Now, good. I think it's better now. It's really better now. Just it's showing that it's going on. It's going on. This one is not magic now. Everybody is seeing that something is happening. It has gone to the end.
Yeah, well done.
okay.
Yeah. So let's see the nano file again and where you inserted the sleep. It will help.
Okay.
Mm.
This is the nano file.
No, not this
No,
one.
your
The other one.
shebang,
It's
your
not here.
shebang, your
Yeah, where
shebang.
you put the sleep. Not here. This one is not. Forget about this one. Go to the other one.
I put the sleep in the
Aha.
function.
Good. Good. That's all. 2 seconds. Abby?
Yes.
Yeah,
2 seconds.
I think that's good. That's good.
Is there another question before I stop sharing?
Okay, so basically,
No, I think for me, I'm okay.
what did
And
you understand from this task?
Yeah, from this task, I actually understood that there is to make your code reusable and easy, not to crowd your code. You can easily put it in sections. That means if you want to iterate, you can put you can have an external file. I wanted to use source before, but I just think let me just use this argument.
Okay.
Then you can use the for loop to iterate over anything you want to do, either IP address or what's it called, file and inventory file.
So, do you have like any example of what this kind of follow can be used for? Maybe in file management in Linux.
Yes, I think I do. Yeah, I think okay. I can use it to solve the number one. I think. Please, the first person that's presented. Let me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to check the question out.
it's me that presented first now.
No, no, no. The person that presented about confirmation stuff. I don't know which number that was. Okay, then I can use it to solve number 24 also. So if I have list of repository I want to clone, I can use a for loop to iterate to the list of repository and clone it along the line.
Okay. Thank you very much. You can now stop sharing your screen. Is there any other person that wants to share their screen or is done with the particular task?
I'd like to share the little that I've done so that everyone can review sort of.
Okay.
I'd like to share my screen too.
What number is that?
11, 10 rather, 10.
Okay.
I think you've shared before now.
No, actually, I haven't.
Okay. I think somebody was talking about 10 a while ago, I think. Or it's a mixed up, I don't know.
Yeah, I have like a rough understanding, so I just wanted to share with us so I could get some clarity on some
Okay.
things. Let me do that now. Can everyone see my screen, please?
Yeah, let me see.
Can you see my
Yeah.
screen, please?
Yeah, but there's nothing showing.
Even now?
Yeah.
Crazy, man. Can you see my terminal?
Not at
Yes,
all.
yes.
Just your picture. Okay, now it's coming up now.
I can see your terminal.
I can see your terminal.
Okay. My question is to let me just read out. The question is to prompt for confirmation. Create a script that asks the user for confirmation before executing a task. So I created a script of. Can everyone see this? Is it bold enough?
It looks okay.
Is the terminal?
Yes,
All
it
right.
is.
So it's looking
So this
smallish.
is.
If you can increase it. If you can
Is it
enlarge
better?
it. Uh,
Is it better now?
it's a bit
Yes,
better,
it's
but
okay.
you,
It's
you can
okay. We can see it.
do command plus and good. I think it's better now. Better now.
All right. So it's supposed to ask for. I'm supposed to create a script that asks for the user's permission before doing a particular task, whatever the task is. So this loop here, this is where it asks for the confirmation here. It asks for yes or no by the user right here. Then sorry, I had to combine question 10 and 11 just to be sure that I was on the right track. So this is a script that after it has asked for confirmation, if it gets the confirmation of yes, then it can now, because it had to add a task to it to make sure that it performs as the question has said completely. So if you look at the scripts here, if I do, what's that? If I run the scripts, you'd see that it immediately asks me for confirmation before it does what the script actually, the function that the script is supposed to say. So if I say yes, as the loop has said, you see that it performs the task. So I'm not sure that I explained this properly, but if you look at the script here, you see that basically this was my question. These other parts are not particularly my question, but this here was my question. To make sure to write a script that asks me for confirmation, asks the user for confirmation. The user in this case being the being Vagrant, because I did not make it specific to any user per se. It's just I just ran a script on the Vagrant homepage, so to say. So it's going to ask you for permission, whether yes or no. If you click yes, then the script goes ahead to run the task itself. This task is to update whatever does not have the most recent version. If you see here, it has sudo get update. This is application update manager, as we all know in Linux. You see here, this one gets the list of the updates, and then the updates run, and when it's done, it can tell you that the update was done successfully or incorrectly, so to say. So you can ask your question if you'd like. If you'd like, you can ask your question. Well, basically, my question was to just make sure I have a script that asks for confirmation by the user before it does any task. So Teddy, if you want to, you can help and ask on this.
So what's the use case of this?
It depends. It's basically for should I say permissions?
Yes.
Basically for permissions. You can set it for different level of permissions, I guess. Just for like an extra layer of security. If that's
if you
Your network is. I don't know if it's on my end.
Luca, your network is
can't
bad.
hear you.
I can't hear you.
yeah.
I can't hear you, Mr. Luca.
Okay.
Mm.
Charles, do you understand the task you did, the solution you gave?
Yes, I did. The task was to make sure that the script asks for permission before running. But what I did not understand is if I was supposed to make it a particular user specific. So I did not particularly create a user and then run it with that user, but I didn't know if I was supposed to make it user specific or I was supposed to make sure that the script asks for a certain password or something like that. That's what I did not understand first.
Yeah, you could. It's actually exactly the solution you gave is actually right. It's actually correct, right? But you could still advance it to more level that it should ask maybe if it is a root user that is running it, it should not ask for any permission or anything. But if it's another user running it, maybe it can ask for permission. But the script is still very, very well put. Does any other person have any other question or have anything to say or any other comment? Okay. Do you have any like scenario that this example can be used?
Yeah, if like I said, like an extra layer of security. Let's say you want to you want to seclude some level of permission particular users. So you can write a script for those particular users and say, okay, these are the set of users that can permit such administrative, such installations or such updates, something like that. It just has an extra layer of security, just so that the user is sure what
Okay.
the doing.
Okay, that's actually very great. Thank you very much, Charles, for sharing your screen. Since there are no other question, is there any other person that's basically done with their answers, wants to share their screen?
Yes, I would like to share my screen. Number 16. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
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 My question is a command line argument. Accept and process command line argument. So, so what I kind of understand about this command line argument is the variable $0, $1, $2, $3 to any amount of argument that one want to give the script to execute. So I started with this start.sh.